Oh yeah, woohoo! Judge Bro, that was an awesome episode, am I right?
Yeah, totally. Remember that one bro part where the bro did that bro thing?
Oh yeah, it was totally bro-tastic, kind of like that game Super Mega Bro. Ah yes, finally we got an all dudes episode. All bros, and not once divulging into typical negative nerdy male stereotypes or male stereotypes in general. Hey Judge, later on, you wanna play some hoofball and then wrestle each other?
We'd have to do it in the auxiliary courtroom though, since we have all this stuff lying around.
You got a point. Where's a mayor when you need one to clean up this mess and give me a sandwich and a soda? Oh hey, did you put up that party disco ball yet?
Yeah, but I didn't have any nails, so I just used bro glue.
Ah, quick thinking, my fellow stallion bro. Such thinking and construction skills no mayor could possess. Ha-ho! By the way, where did you hang the disco ball?
Curse you, karma! Discord join Spike and Big Mac for their guys' night out.
Hold it! You know, I always wondered how the show would handle a predominantly male-centered episode, but the writers stepped out of their comfort zones, pushing the girls to the side, taking a risk, and gave us an entertaining story focused around the spirit of chaos continuing his lessons in friendship. What makes Discord an interesting character is that while he's an omnipotent being that can at any time literally bend the will of the world, this seemingly all-powerful spirit of chaos experiences anxiety and fear when being alone, or when something upsets his friendship's status quo. Emotional vulnerability despite all his power. And of course, he's always enjoyable with his spontaneous and wacky humor, of which there is no shortage here, and overall this is just a great comedic episode, watching him being completely full of himself, showing off, and of course the numerous pop culture references strewn about the story. Anyway, back to my previous point, it's that constant inner conflict of controlling his chaotic tendencies, Mad God wanting to remain atop a pedestal, versus struggling to open himself to the understanding of friendship, and that's what makes him so fascinating to watch. Now, while this is a similar setup expanding his friendship circles as we saw in episodes like Make New Friends with Keep Discord and What About Discord, this story isn't a recycled plot and is actually a step forward in his friendship arc. And what makes the story interesting is seeing Spike and Big Mac, who Discord sees as the lowest of low, by the end actually bring down the spirit of chaos to their level of friendship equality. We see both parties have similar goals of a fun guys night, yet different visions of acquiring said goal. Discord constantly interrupts a role-playing session, forcing his own brand of fun over the guys, fulfilling his need to be the center of attention. Again, what makes this ordeal entertaining is that since he's no longer an evil mad god, he's bored and struggling with his good nature, looking for any excuse to impose will on others. Now, obviously, it doesn't work on the guys, thus forcing them to play the game for real. Now, some criticisms I heard is that the actual fantasy adventure element was too short and should have been throughout the majority of the story. Well, for starters, MLP is already a fantasy show with the main characters embarking on adventures involving magic or mythical creatures, so aesthetically, things wouldn't really appear that different. Besides, a whole episode is already a role-playing session. Spike and or Garbunkle have a high intellect possessing much knowledge, such as his experience from his many friendship lessons, whereas Discord, or Captain Was, is a low-level archer with not much experience in the game and friendship. And it's just fascinating using the meta model of role-playing and applying those concepts and skills to the actual characters of Spike, Big Mac, and Discord. Anyway, to have Discord immediately send them to the alternate dimension from the beginning would have really diminished the impact of the overall conflict and moral. Scenario 1, with Discord playing as a killer DM, there would be no room for compromise between the three finding enjoyment in the game, and Spike and Big Mac would never want to associate themselves with Discord or the game again. Scenario 2, if Discord made it fun yet challenging the entire time, like at the end of the episode, it would be just us watching them succeed and save the princess, and just end up being a linear, shallow adventure story. Yay! Discord needed to quote-unquote suffer at the boring sentiment of role-playing, not wanting to give it a chance, forcing him to desperately inject fun into the guy's night, yet constantly lose out, making him finally take things too far in the alternate dimension. More importantly, the conflict isn't about the trio defeating the evil wizard and saving the day, but it's about Discord learning a friendship lesson about being humble to understand that even though he is the Lord of Chaos, he shouldn't view himself as better than others, and the story does a great job of keeping that focus on the trio's conflict of compromise. I do love how cheesy and meta the fantasy dimension was with the dice landscapes, all the enemies are just cardboard cutouts Spike made, and we watch the well-armored and powerful warriors run from the easily dispatchable enemies. It's hilarious. Even Fluttershy's brief appearance was also entertaining. Funny seeing Mad Fluttershy, but also seeing her use sneaky and shrewd persuasion on Discord, showing that same level of confidence we saw in Flutter Brother, which was a nice little nod to her character continuity. And I know I just jumped backwards to the beginning, but bottom line, this is a great episode. Some good character development for Discord, so many hilarious and interesting pop culture references making the story fun and entertaining, and actually pay some good respects to the art of role-playing. Alright, that's it for today, guys. Until next time, MC out.